If you're like most people, you may be feeling a financial pinch following the holidays and added some new debt to last year's debt. Well, Consumer Reports poll found more than 13 million Americans who are still paying off credit card charges from the previous holiday season. So joining us this morning with some advice to help battle this holiday hangover is Deb Beroset. She is a seminar leader with Landmark Education, has developed what she calls the 3 C's recipe. Welcome.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Good advice this time of year, especially with everything that's been going on. But you say the first thing we must do in these 3 C's is we must separate fact from fiction. So what do you mean by that?
That's right. The first C is clarity, Sylvia. And what we mean by that is we teach people in our money seminars to think of themselves like a business, where you improve your bottom line by either increasing your income or cutting your expenses or both.
Okay.
But to do that, you have to have clarity about what are the financial facts. You want to write those down. What do you owe? To whom do you owe it? What are the interest rates? Because you want to pay off those higher interest cards first. And then you also want to look at what you've made up, what kind of conclusions you've drawn about those facts. So we had a couple do our money seminar. They did the exercise. They realized, okay, we owe $80,000. But what the wife realized is that she had made up a story that they would never in their lifetime be able to pay it off. So she just kept spending the way she always had been.
Because it wasn't going to matter.
That's right.
And then it was written down, and she realized, you know, it's interesting, too, because it's kind of like a diet where they always say the most successful people on diets are those who keep a log. And this kind of applies to this, too.
Absolutely, it does, because you're getting clear about what the facts are.
Okay, so the next step is commit to making these changes. So how do you even begin that?
That's right. Well, basically, this is about backing up and looking at the big picture and asking yourself, or your partner if you're with someone, what really matters to us, right? So you want to look and see what is a project you could create, something that you could accomplish this year in this area that would really inspire you. So our couple, they looked and they saw, you know what really inspires us is the possibility of early retirement. So they created a project around that, and they posted on their refrigerator a countdown calendar that showed when the money they were funneling to their credit card debt would be able to start being funneled toward early retirement fund.
So it's goal setting, basically.
It's goal setting, you know, with the clarity and then the commitment, and then that, of course, brings us to the final and really easy, often missed step, which is calendar.
Okay, what does calendar mean?
Calendar is where you make sure that you've created a structure to take the right actions at the right time, or you're not going to win your game, right? So our couple, what they did was they set milestones, weekly milestones for themselves, and monthly, 6 month, 1 year. Then they used auto pay with their bank to set up payments. They used auto reminders on their smartphone to help them remember to take those correct actions to win their game. And now they are well on their way to that early retirement.
And that must be such a great feeling of accomplishment, because you were referring to the wife thinking, we're never going to pay for this.
That's
and
right.
Now they have the set plan, and not only are they meeting it, but they're able to plan for the future. And that is really what makes the difference.
Exactly. Suddenly she had a future ahead of her where it made sense to stop buying the designer coffees and overspend on clothes and groceries and everything. So, you know, they went, and we can all go from having that financial hangover headache to actually creating some peace of mind.
Great advice. Thank you so much for coming in,
Thank
Deborah.
you so much
and
for having
me.
me.
And if you'd like a recap on all the important information that she's given us, you can go to Landmark Seminar Education. Find out more about that. Go to abc7chicago.com and click on See It on TV.